Well, it's World Bee Day this week on the 20th of May. So let's learn a little bit about mason bees. I got them this year to help pollinate my early spring plants. Let's learn more about them. And the days are getting pretty warm. You know, they're above 13 degrees most days. Nights are still a little bit cool. And the buds are starting to come out on my forsythia and my redbud and other trees like that. So guess what time it is? It is time to release my little mason bee cocoons. Oh, that's upside down. Mason bee cocoons. Mason bees are super pollinators, and they pollinate sort of the early spring, early summer. And I've got some hasket berries and service berries, you know, Saskatoons, all that kind of stuff to have pollinated, and you know, I just need a little bit of help with that. And they're actually a bit better pollinators than just your regular kind of honeybees. So they come in these little boxes. I ordered them online. So I've got 4 females and 6 males per package. I've got 3 packages with me here today. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up little cocoons in mason bee houses that I have around here. I showed you in a previous video, but let's go take a look. All right, so here's my little house, and it receives morning sunlight and it faces south. So that's kind of the ideal situation for where you want to put your little mason bee cocoons. And we're going to stick them up in this top compartment here to shield them from predators. And eventually they'll go back and produce their own little cocoons in there again. And they'll pollinate the plants in my yard. All right, so here are my little cocoons. They look like little brown beans. And we'll just stick them right up in here. And maybe I'm going to put maybe 5 more from this one. I'm going to save a few and stagger their hatching. Maybe I'll just put another bit out in about 10 days just so that you know, we can extend my pollination season. All right, so now they're in there. We'll put this back. As you can see, some little pollinators are out there already on my black pussy willow catkins. So there is definitely food out there for them. And my forsythia blossoms are just starting to come out. Here we are less than a week later, and it looks like they are hatching. So very dark to see in there, but a lot of them, about 50%, have already hatched out. How cool is that? Well, they've got lots of available nectar. We've got my hellebores are opened up, and again my black pussy willows, and of course my forsythia. And there they are, waiting for the females. They'll wait by the entrance like that. Warm in the sun. You'll see right there they put a little marker so that they know where the nest is. Well, good morning. Here we are just a couple, 2.5 weeks after I put in the cocoons, and let's take a look at what I can see here at my little bee house. So it's a beautiful morning here, and let's zoom in and see what we're looking at. And this one right here is a female. She's just getting ready to hatch, chewing through the little cocoon. Sort of earlier in the morning, the sun's just coming up, so they get warm and they get ready to hatch out, dry out, and fly. And here's another just emerging from the cocoon. It's my last update. These are now in full bloom. So I'm gonna have a lot of hascap berries in June. It's gonna be amazing. They're sort of like a blueberry and like a grape and a blackberry flavor. They're delicious. I've got several of these shrubs, so lots of flowers are out. And my yard smells amazing. This is very beginning of May, and look at all my flowers. And then I planted these tulips in the yard last year as well, so they're gonna be out soon. I'm really excited. And my forsythia, they're still blooming. And it also could be a female laying some eggs in there. I'm not really sure. I know their lifespan is very short. So when they breed and they do their pollination, they go back into these little holes and they lay some eggs. And eventually, of course, they turn to cocoons, and then they'll seal them up with mud. This is all new to me, so I will keep you guys updated as things go along. But I'm really excited. There's lots of action near the house today. And there she gets ready to go. There's others going in to lay eggs too. This is cool. So I hope with my mason bees, a lot of my early crops like the hascups are going to be very fruitful this year. Got a few other things too. They're out and about pollinating. I hope you've enjoyed this little video on mason bees and enjoy World Bee Day this week. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. This video is to be continued. I'm going to follow my mason bee journey. Probably a little bit later on, we'll show like the storage and harvesting of cocoons later on for next year's little crop of bees. All right, you have a wonderful week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.